Ready to roll? Okay, perfect. All right, good morning everyone. Good morning, Nicole. And good morning to all our participants in Shreveport and online on YouTube. Thanks for joining us this morning. My name is Ajit Mohikar. I'll be doing the introductory session and then we'll start our foot soak like always, and then we'll end with a second round of meditation as always. So Nicole, you're here for the first time, so let me ask if you've seen anything like this before. No? All right. And we all are here for meditation, right? So when we talk about meditation, what comes to your mind? What are you thinking about? Right? Relax, right? Free the mind, right? And that's a great definition, great way to put it, right? The hard part. What's the hard part? How to do it, right? How to get it done, right? How to experience that. And that is what we'll try to do here. Our focus here in these meditation classes is to learn the technique. And when I say the technique, the right way to do it. There are a lot of books out there that talk about meditation. There are a lot of online videos about meditation these days. Even on an American Airlines flight, you'll find guided meditation these days. I was surprised to find that last time I was on an airplane to San Francisco. Like, okay, guided meditation. The hardest part is getting the technique right. And to understand the technique, we first need to understand some of the basic fundamentals, the mechanics, right? Meditation is no different than learning. Learning to meditation is no different than learning to drive. You need to know your fundamentals in a car. You need to know what's the steering, what's the purpose of that. You need to know your gas and brake pedals, right? So you can speed up, slow down, and if you have a stick shift, you need to know your clutch and your stick to change the gears, right? So basic fundamentals. Similarly for meditation, you need to know the basic fundamentals of our own structure. What are we built of, right? We all see our physical self, right? We have two hands, face, eyes, nose, ears. What about inside? The inside part of us is something that we don't really understand that well. Right, and those are the basic fundamentals to meditation, because meditation is not a external thing. It is more of an internal state. It's not something you do outside, like going hiking, climbing a mountain, right? You have a map, you have your water, you have your snacks, go hiking. But meditation is all internal. You're doing it sitting in one place. And that's why it's important to understand what the layout of the land looks like. What is the map inside of us? So what we have here in this picture is the layout of the land. How are we built from inside? What are the different systems that are inside of us? At least at a high level. This is not a very detailed picture. This is a very simplified picture of how we are built from within. Right? Inside of us, this is the central nervous system. This is a very, very simplified version of our central nervous system, which consists of 7 energy centers lying from the base of our spine to the top of our head, right here. Along the spine, there are 7 energy centers, 7 of these, that control our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual life. When these energy centers go out of balance, we also call them as chakras. When these chakras go out of balance, we see the effects of it in our life, right? Why are these chakras needed? Basically to make us function as human beings. To make us function as human beings. We human beings are very dynamic animals. We are not like other animals. Each one of us brings something unique to the world. A tiger will never start painting. A tiger will never launch a rocket to Mars. Human beings do all those things, right? Animals don't have the creativity and the freedom to do things that we do. Where does that come from? That comes from these chakras. These are the chakras that give us the ability to be human. This is what makes us human. At the same time, when these chakras go out of balance, that's the other side of human beings, which is the not so great side. We get angry, we get upset, we become mean, we become jealous. All those things happen. Right? Why does that happen? That happens because these chakras that are bringing the positive qualities inside of us can also go out of balance, and when those energies are low, then we are not operating at our best level. Those chakras are not bringing in the strength that are needed to demonstrate those qualities inside of us. So hence these chakras are important. There are three channels of energy: the left one that you see in blue, the right one that you see in yellow, and the middle one that you see in white. Right? So these are the three channels of energy. The primary purpose of these channels of energy is to help us function. For us to be able to function, what are the two requirements? One is we have to have the desire for it. Right? If you didn't have the desire to meditate, you wouldn't be sitting here. Right? Somewhere, somehow you got that desire inside of you that yes, I want to meditate. And then you had the strength to come up, wake up this morning, get ready, show up at 11 a.m. at this place. Right? That ability comes from the right side. The desire comes from the left side. All your desires come from your left side. All the ability to act on those desires comes from the yellow channel, the right channel. The power of action, power of desire. Easy enough? Makes sense? Power of desire, power of action. No desire, no action. We are lethargic, sitting at home on the couch watching TV, binge watching Netflix, right? 8 hours. Right? Why do we do that? Because something goes out of balance. Something goes out of balance. And when this energy is low on the left channel, we become melancholy. We start to feel sad and depressed. We feel like life's not fun. The extreme examples of this is a person who's depressed, who does not want to do anything, who does not want to try to do things. And all of us have met such people, or we know someone who was going through that phase, right? And it's a phase that can happen to anybody, right? It's not that somebody wants to be that way, but they become that way. Why do they become that way? Because something caused the energy on the left channel to go really, really low. And what happens when the energy on the right channel is off? We become aggressive. We want to keep doing things all the time. Go, 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 go. Without an idea of why are we doing that. We know such people. Some of our bosses and someone in our family, even sometimes we ourselves can be like that. Right? Go, 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 go. I've done that, right? To my kids. Oh, go, 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 go. Put this, do this, do. And they're like freaking out. What's wrong with daddy? Why is he pushing us all along? Right? And that is when our right channel is out of balance. When our right side is out of balance, we become a very go, 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 go person. And that also leads to another effect, which is when this channel gets into our head, on this side of the head, this side of the brain, the left side of the right channel goes to the left side of the brain, left channel goes to the right side of the brain. These two institutions inside of our head, the ego is on the left side, the superego is on the right side. My ego is here. When the right side is out of balance, my ego starts to balloon. I become a very I-oriented person. I'm not willing to look at the other person's point of view. I'm not willing to understand why somebody may have a difference of opinion with me, and then how to find a middle ground, because I am very I-centric. Similarly, the conditionings inside of us. This is the superego. This side of the head, this side of the brain, is the conditionings, which give us a sense of identity in terms of, oh, I like blue color, so I wear blue shirts. I don't like yellow color, so I don't have anything that is yellow. with me, or that I own, or in my house, right? Identification. Or I wake up first thing in the morning and I need a cup of coffee. Without coffee, I'm not operational. Where is that dependence coming from? Why am I so dependent on a cup of coffee? Right? That comes from this side of the brain, that we start identifying with certain things, certain ways of life, doing things. Some of them are great, like, hey, I get a shower every morning, and great, I know, I brush my teeth before going to bed. Those are good conditioning. But at the same time, there are bad conditionings, like if there is an important meeting, I need a smoke, right? But that happens to people, right? Or we have a certain thing we need to do, right? I need my 2 cups of coffee in the morning to get started, get the day started. All of that is coming from this side of the brain. So the ego and the superego, and this is the I-ness, this is the conditionings. Making sense so far? All right. So these are the 2 channels, and then the 7 energy centers. As you can see in the picture, each one of them brings a different quality inside of us. That again makes us human, right? The ability to love. Where does that come from? We don't feel love in our elbows, right? We don't feel it in our tummy. Love comes from the heart. And why does it come from the heart? That's the chakra. That's the quality of that chakra, right? The heart chakra has that quality that gives us the compassion, the empathy, the love, to understand the other person, to look at things from their point of view, to be able to feel their pain. And why do we want to do it? Because that love comes from this chakra. That's an inherent human quality. The ability to share, that comes from the chakra number 3. It says peace here. The other thing is, to be generous, to share with people, to do things for other people without expecting anything back in return. That's again a very human quality. You would see a tiger make a kill so another hungry tiger can feed on it. They don't do that. Human beings care about other human beings. We help support other people. But again, to varying degrees. Are all of us equally generous? No. Right? Well, what brings in the difference? The difference comes in based on the strength of this chakra. People who have a strong 3rd chakra are very open. They're always willing to share. They're not people who will hoard everything for themselves. Right? We see people who are billionaires, but they're not willing to give out a penny of help to anyone. And then there are people who are average people living an average life, but they're very open-hearted. They're very welcoming. They're willing to share everything they have. Right? The distinction comes in because of this chakra. Making sense? So the question is, what has this got to do with meditation? These are the basic fundamentals. These are the steering wheel and the gas pedal and the brakes in your system. So to understand these things is very important. This is the brake inside of us, the left channel. The gas pedal is the right channel. The 2 have to be in balance. You can't always be pressing on the brakes and hoping to move forward. Or you can't always be pressing hard on the gas pedal and hoping life will go great. These 2 have to be in balance. Similarly, these chakras have to be in balance to bring out the beautiful life that we have been gifted. So, meditation happens when the thoughts that are inside of our head can go down. So there is a very simple definition of meditation. It's very important that we get that definition out of the way. What does it mean to be in a state of meditation? So Nicole, if I ask you, what does it mean to be in a state of meditation? What are you supposed to be doing when you're meditating? Relaxed, okay, but what does that mean? Balance. Those are all the results.
Yeah.
Those are all the results of meditation, right? So I'll simplify the definition, right? And it's very important. That is where most people that I speak to about meditation have a confusion. What am I supposed to be doing when I'm meditating? When you're meditating, You are only meditating when the thoughts in your mind are down to zero. When you have touched that state where your brain is not thinking of anything, zero thoughts, that is the first state of meditation. That state of zero thought is what we call as the state of thoughtless awareness, where you have zero thought in your mind. You're not thinking about anything. You're not thinking about the stuff that you have to do after you get out of this class, or where are you going to go grab your lunch, or things that happen earlier this week at work, or the nasty meeting you had 2 weeks ago. Right? So you're not thinking about the past or the future. All the thoughts about the past come from this side of the brain. All the thoughts about the future come from this side of the brain. And the two are constantly butting heads all the time, which causes an endless loop of thoughts. Endless loop of thoughts. How many of us have felt tired of our own thinking? Most of us get exhausted of our own minds working too hard. Right? So the first step is to turn off that thinking process. When your thinking is stopped, your brain is at a very active and a very alert state. It is not in a passive state. It is in a very alert, heightened alert state. Because your energies, your mental energies are not getting wasted on useless thinking. They get focused. And how do you get there? The hard part is, how do you touch that state of thoughtless meditation, where you do not have any thoughts in your mind? Inside of us, at the base of our spine, there is a little bone that's called as the sacrum bone. Inside of it, there is an energy in 3.5 coils. It's bundled up, but it is not active. It's not doing anything. It's just sitting there. Every human being has it. Every single one of us has it. And in most of us, it is inactive. It is not working. If it is active by default, you end up becoming one of the greatest people on earth that people will talk about for centuries to come. You will become a Martin Luther King, or you'll become a Mahatma Gandhi. But most of us are not. Right? So those are the people who are few and far apart, who are born with this energy awakened by default. Most of us, 99.999% of us, are not born with this energy awakened by default, but we can have this energy awakened inside of us. And that is what we learn in this class. How to get this energy active inside of us. When this energy starts to move through our central channel, it pierces through each of these chakras and starts to fix the chakras and the imbalances in these chakras. Because that's the inherent nature of this energy, to fix any imbalances inside of us. And the good part is, this is the only thing in the world that can fix our chakras. Nothing else. This is the only thing that can fix the imbalances on the left and the right channel. Nothing else. There is no other external tool or mechanism. Whatever tool you need is built right inside of you. The ability to awaken is also built inside of you. You just need to know how to do it. You're just learning how to do it. When this energy starts to move and it crosses this chakra right here in the middle of our forehead, that's when it breaks this log jam that's happening. This center is constricted because of our conditionings and our ego. It's constricted big time. So there's no place for the energy to pass through this chakra. So it's logged in. When this energy rises, it drills its way through that and opens up, creates an opening in this chakra. When this chakra loosens up, you automatically start to get into that state of thoughtlessness. The number of thoughts in your mind automatically starts to shrink from 8 to 5 to 3 to 1 to 0, where you then do not have any thoughts. That is the first state of meditation. And that happens only when this energy rises through your central channel, crosses this chakra. And when this energy crosses the 7th chakra at the top of our head, you can actually feeling your chakras on your fingertips. You can start feeling your own chakras. And that's an amazing thing. Because for the very first time, you can start understanding yourself better from within, not outside. We look at ourselves in the mirror all the time. Right? There's a little thing on our face, on our elbow or shoulder, we want to take it off. But what about all the dust and grime we have been accumulating on the chakras? We don't even know that it exists. And this is the way we learn about these chakras. And that is how you get into that state of meditation, the first state of meditation, which is the state of thoughtless awareness. Making sense so far? Alright. Ready to try it? Alright, so we'll start with the practice of it if there are no questions. And we do our meditation in two steps. Step 1, we go in and you see that white little tub. I'll use it for a second. For those of you watching us at Shreveport and online, we use a tub like this. Fill it up ankle depth to water, with water, a regular tap water, not too hot, not too cold. Throw some salt in it. A tablespoon of regular kitchen salt in it. If you like to throw in anything else, like a perfume or Epsom salt, you can add a little bit of it, but definitely do put the table salt, and this becomes a nice representation of the ocean that helps suck the bad energies from the lower chakras, clears those chakras out. And when those chakras are cleared out, you feel relaxed very easily. Alright, so we'll take a pause here for a few minutes. We'll get our foot soak tubs filled in and we'll resume the transmission online. And in the meanwhile, we'll play some music and we'll get started again. Alright, so before we begin, I'll just show what we are going to do and then we'll all do it together. This is a very simple technique. All we do is soak our feet in that bowl of water, and we use our hands to say few affirmations. So the left hand stays on our lap open. The right hand is the one that does the work. Starting from our heart, all starts with a desire. So we put our hand on our heart and put it on the tummy on the left, and then we put it on the hip, up again on the tummy, then on the heart, on the neck, and then across the forehead, and then we stretch out the palm, make it nice and tight, feel the tightness in the palm, put it on the top of the head. Try not to grip the head with your fingers, but spread out the fingers, and then slowly massage the head, the scalp in the head 7 times. So that's what we'll do together. But before we begin, there's something that we always do. We raise our own energy using the left and the right, the powers of the left channel, the power of desire and the power of action. Use the two inside of us. The way we do it is by putting our left hand in front of the base of the spine, putting the right hand in between. Right hand goes in between the left and the body, and this it spins over. The right hand spins. The left hand stays steady. There you go. All the way, take it to the top of your head and tie a knot. And we do it the second time. And we tie 2 knots this time. And then we do it the third time. And we tie 3 knots. And then we make a protective shield around ourselves. So keep the left hand on your lap. Start with your left hip. Left hand stays on the lap, and make a rainbow over yourself, down to the right hip and back again. This is 1. We do it 7 times. Once for each chakra. This is like a protection we give ourselves from all negative thoughts, all negative energies that may interrupt our meditation. Alright. We roll up hands and soak our feet in the water. We also use the right hand, just spin it around the water. No need to touch the water, just around the water. So this energy vibrates everything that is natural. Anything that's natural, that comes from nature. This energy penetrates through this. And then we open our 2 hands, place it on the lap, close our eyes. Try to sit in a very relaxed position. Loosen your body. Remove any stiffness. Take a deep breath. Breathe in, hold it for a little while, very slowly breathe out. Now we put our hand on our heart. Our attention plays a very important role in our experience of meditation. So we slowly try to bring our attention to our heart, where the hand is. Just follow the hand. Heart is a very important chakra. And this is the one that makes us wonder, who am I? What is my purpose? Am I just around to accumulate material wealth? Or is there a greater purpose to my life? What is that greater purpose that I identify with? So those are the deeper questions of life that this chakra brings up and forces us to think, who am I? Am I what the ego is telling me to be? Or am I the things that my conditionings tell me I am identified by? Or is there a greater self? Is there the spirit in me? If so, am I that spirit? So we ask ourselves this question. Am I the spirit? The deeper, subtler self that I rarely think about. Am I the spirit? We ask this question to ourselves 3 times with our attention and our heart. Am I the spirit? Three times. Next, we move our hand on the left side of the tummy. This is the chakra that forces us to think about how we live a life. Am I in charge of my own self, of my deeper being? Am I able to see the things that are lacking in me, that I am missing out on? Am I able to teach myself those things, or the ways of life, or the better ways of life? Am I able to change myself? Am I able to bring about the change when I want it, where I want it? Am I a master of my own self? So we ask this question 3 times. Am I my own master? Am I my own master? 3 times. Keeping the attention on the side of the tummy where the hand is. Now we bring our hand down to the hip on the left. This is the chakra that brings about all human creativity. All the knowledge that we acquire is a function of this chakra. All the things that we do in our life, that human beings have been doing for millennia, are a product of this chakra that changes human life, for better and for worse, both. And we want things that makes human life better. We want thoughts that make human life better. We want ideas that make human life better. We want to reject all negative ideas, ideas that are destructive to humankind or the nature around us. And it all starts with having the desire to do good. So here we ask for those good desires. Please give me pure desire. 6 times. Please give me pure desire. This energy, the Kundalini energy that's coiled up at the base of our spine, is the source of that pure desire, the good desire, the desire that makes the world around us better, not worse. So please give me pure desire. We say it 6 times. Hold the attention at the hip where your hand is. And move a hand up again to the tummy. And move our attention with the hand. Bring the attention to the left side of the tummy where the hand is. And now with this energy flowing through us, we can affirm very confidently, and I am my own master. I am able to change my life. I am able to control myself. I am able to mold myself the way I want. So we say 10 times with our attention on our tummy on the left, behind us. I am my own master. I am my own master. Say it 10 times. And move a hand up to a heart. Now bring the attention to the heart again. And here we affirm, I'm not this ego, not these conditionings, but I am the pure spirit. I am the pure spirit. We'll say it 12 times. Say it 12 times. I am the pure spirit. Remove a hand, put it on the neck, and turn a head to the right. On the left side of the neck. The left side of the neck. And turn a head to the right. Get a nice grip between the neck and the shoulder. This is the left side of the fifth chakra. And we are really good at filling this up with negative emotions, with a lot of self-doubt, self-pity, guilt. All these things become like dead weight on this chakra. They pull us down. They prevent us from growing. They stop us from achieving our full potential. So now is the time to cut that dead weight out of our life. So bring the attention to where the hand is. And here we say 16 times, I'm not guilty, but I am pure self-esteem. 16 times, I'm not guilty, but I am pure self-esteem. So we affirm the positive. I am not guilty, but I am pure self-esteem. 16 times. Now move our right hand, place it right across our forehead. Get a nice grip of your forehead. You can even lean the forehead into the palm. And the other thing we really are good at is holding on to things that have happened in the past. And now is the time to let go of the past. Let go of all these things that we have been holding on for years and years. Life happens. Good and bad things happen in life. We cannot let our present be affected by the past. It's time to move on. So here we simply say, I forgive everyone and also myself. Forgiveness is the mantra that opens up this chakra, loosens it up. Lets that energy, the Kundalini, cross the sixth chakra so we can experience the joy of meditation. It's very important for us to be able to experience meditation, that this chakra loosen up and start blossoming, start opening. And the mantra to that is forgiveness. I forgive everyone and also myself. Try not to think about any person or any incident or any experience in life. Keep it open-ended, broad-based, but mean it. That's important for our own growth. Now is the time to grow. I forgive everyone and also myself. Here the number of times does not matter. Let it come from your heart. I forgive everyone and also myself. Now move a hand to the top of her head. Stretch out the palm. Stretch out the fingers. Spread them apart, as far apart as you can. Feel the tightness in your palm and place the palm firmly on the top of your head, the fontanelle bone, the area that was soft in childhood. Feel the gentle pressure of your palm on the head. Try not to grip the head with your fingers. The fingers are stretched out. And very slowly we massage the scalp in a circular motion. Left, front, right and back. Circular motion. Left, front, right and back. Very slowly. And this energy, the Kundalini that rises from the base of our spine, moves through the central channel, crosses the sixth chakra in the forehead, and then pierces out of the seventh chakra. But we have to ask for it. We have to express that desire. And we do that by saying, Mother Energy, please establish my self-realization. Mother Energy, please establish my self-realization. It's a very positive energy. It's a mothering energy. It's a nurturing energy. Very respectfully. Mother Energy, please establish my self-realization. 7 times. 7 times. Now we slowly bring our right hand down, back on our lap. Arms open, facing upwards. And now relax yourself. Relax your feet and your legs. Loosen them up. Back and your shoulders. Relax the arms and the neck. Relax the forehead and the eyebrows. Eyes shut gently, not too tight. And relax the face. We'll meditate for a few minutes in silence. Now we slowly open our eyes. Raise our energy 3 times, just as we did at the start. And do the shield, the bandhan, the protective shield around ourselves 7 times. Rinse our feet, the water we have in the cup, and flush this down the toilet. Avoid putting it in the sink in the kitchen area. And for those of you watching online, we'll pause for a few minutes and get back shortly.
back, everybody. I hope we're all feeling nice, relaxed after that first round of meditation. Thank you, Ajit. My name is Brad, and I'll lead the second part of our meditation today. We'll spend a little more time together. I want to just say a few minutes about Sahaja Yoga Meditation itself. And this meditation was founded in 1970 by the lady that we see in the photograph. Her name is Sri Mataji. And Sri Mataji, in 1970, by that point, she was in middle age. She'd raised her daughters, they were married, and she embarked on this mission of life in the second half of her life to teach people about this system that Ajit talked about. It's inside of us, this meditation, how it works naturally. And Ajit mentioned there are some people who have been born with this energy awakened, and Sri Mataji was one of those people. She had a deep understanding from the beginning of how this worked, and that was her mission in life, again, to teach people about this. She founded this meditation as a nonprofit. It isn't a business. We're all volunteers here. She wanted to make very clear and make certain that because this is pure and this is true, that it stayed that way. It stayed that way. It never became corrupted by some sort of a bottom line. So she practiced this, she taught this for decades, traveling all over the world, giving lectures. And we'll listen to a short clip, about 5 minutes, of a talk that Sri Mataji gave. This was in England in the early 80s, and she was taking questions from the audience, and someone asked her a question, and so she gave an answer. So let's watch that, and then we'll continue after that.
Ask some questions at least. Must ask some questions. Yes. What's that, doctor?
Sometimes in my work, I find myself getting very angry with the people I work with. Is this ever appropriate, or should one always try and love and forgive them and be gentle?
Yes, better try that. As far as possible. But sometimes, you see, anger can also help. But I think just now for us, we are developing now, it's better to take to the more gentler ways and things like that, not to get angry for the time being. But we'll have to show anger sometimes. Let God show the anger, let Him take the credit. You will be more effective if you are gentle, I tell you. By anger, you cannot correct people. You cannot make them more efficient, but by love. Those days are gone, where anger and hot temper used to impress people. Nowadays, people don't like such people. Anger, or some people are also very silly. You see, they think by being silly, they'll impress others, like clowns or something. It's not so. Now we are different people in this world, and they just know that this is a silly person. That's all. They expect a leader or anybody who has to give something to others has to be something of a higher and a better personality. It's expected. Cheapish things or anything that is publicly people may like you to do. If a leader does that, they don't like it. They don't like it. Leader is supposed to be something above the normal. But the idea is leadership these days is all right. Everybody is doing the shake, so the leader is also doing the shake. Then everybody wears a tight jean, the leader also wears the tight jean, and he can't sit on his chair. So that's not the way. That's not the way you can be leaders. A leader has to make a pattern of his own, and he doesn't have to solve the problem of the people, but give them the problem to be solved. That's how leadership works out. So for anybody who wants to get anything done, must learn that the pattern should be of such a level that others should not take advantage, should not think that they can bring you to your level. For example, I'll tell you, in India, there's a habit of eating tobacco, as they call it, is tobacco, dried tobacco. Now, those people who eat tobacco, see, say there's a high court judge He'll call his peon and ask him, have you got the, they call it dubby, means a small little pocket pouch. It's called dubby. So have you got the dubby? So you see, the whole dignity is finished. Whole dignity is finished. That just an ordinary peon can say, do you want a dubby? So then it's done. What about his great position and dress and everything? He makes a big gown he wears, and that thing on the, what you call that, on the head they wear a kind of a, what do you call Govinda? Huh? Wig, kind of a wig. And all that is useless because you are asking for a dubby from a peon. So what impresses people is dignity, balance, poise, humility, and truthfulness. Straightforward truthfulness, even in day-to-day work. Of course, efficiency comes like that. Peacemaking. You must make peace between 2 persons, 10 persons. Try to make peace instead of supporting one person or taking sides. Best is to make peace. But if somebody is doing absolutely wrong, then you have to take another attitude. Any other questions?
So just an example of Sri Mataji's wisdom. She was asked a question about being angry at work, and she gave a nice answer about leadership in general, not just being a leader, in a community or in politics, but being a leader at work or in your family. I thought it was interesting too. I worked on a campaign last year, and the candidate, at one point he posted a video where he was doing the floss, which is a dance you may have heard of, and I won't demonstrate it. But all of the people who worked on the campaign, we like communicating through an app, and the video got posted, and all of the comments were, "Please don't do this. Stop." And everybody supported this man, but he, exactly what Sri Mataji said. He tried to be relatable by acting sort of silly, and people were like, don't do that. We love you, please stop. So anyway, just a personal example. I said that myself. So these qualities that Sri Mataji talked about, poise, dignity, balance, all of these qualities, they are built inside. And they come from inside naturally. And there is one specific chakra. They come from different chakras, but there is one that is just essential to those qualities. Does anybody know which one that is? Just any guesses? Which chakra we need to have balance, honesty, truthfulness? Any guesses? There's no wrong answer. Okay. Chakra number 1. Chakra number 1 gives us that balance. It gives us that truthfulness. It gives us judgment. It gives us wisdom. And that's what a leader needs to have that sort of discernment in life. All the chakras are important to being a leader, but that number 1 is the most vital for us. And we can meditate on that chakra. In this last little few minutes that we have together, we'll have a second meditation, and we'll meditate on those qualities together. Does anybody have any questions about the talk, about anything so far? Okay. Well, let's do that. We have a few minutes left, so let's all get comfortable, and we'll start our second round of meditation. Just as we did the first, we just close our eyes and open up our palms. And relax. If you're wearing glasses, you can take off your glasses. So just want to let everything go. Be comfortable. Be comfortable in your chair. Feet flat on the ground. Let's put our attention at the very top of our head. And we're going to slowly draw our attention down our spine. and let it settle on the first center, which is at the base of our spine. So we can do that together. Just slowly bring your attention down through your forehead, down through the center of your throat. Let your attention pass through the center of your chest, your center heart, and then into your abdomen, and through your navel, and then down to your hip level, and then let your attention come to your sitting bone, the very base of your spine. And this is where the first center is located. And again, this center gives us the foundation, this entire system that we talked about, that we see on the chart. It rests on this first chakra. So again, it's very important that this center is strong. Let's take both of our hands and place them both towards the ground, with our attention at the very base of your spine. We use the elements, Sahaja meditation, to help us stay balanced. It's a natural way to maintain that balance, like the foot soak that we did. Foot soak were two of the elements, the water and the salt was the earth element. And this first center, we can use the earth to help balance it. So both of our hands, and with our attention on that center, we'll just ask this energy inside of us, cleansing, comforting energy, to nourish this center, to bring it into balance naturally. So we, from our heart, Mother Energy, please awaken the qualities of the first energy center in me. Please strengthen this center. Ways of leadership in me. Please give me wisdom. Please give me dignity and balance. Another quality of this center is innocence. Innocence inside of us. So please make me innocent. Just asking from your heart. It's really that simple. Please make me innocent and uncomplicated. We put both of our hands back on our lap. Let's put our left hand on the right hip. Left hand on the right hip. Right hand stays open. And we'll put our attention here. Forms mind. Soothe this down. Please soothe my attention, quiet the thoughts. Let's put our left hand back on our lap now. Let's put our right hand over our navel. Put our attention here. And we'll ask our energy for the quality of this, which is peace and satisfaction. Inner peace. We hear of inner peace. This is where it resides. So we'll just ask again. Mother Energy, make me a satisfied person. Peaceful. With my life. Content with where my life is at this moment today. Let's take our hand and just move our right hand over to the left side of our stomach. Same navel area, just on the left side. And we'll ask again here. Mother, please make me peaceful. Please bless me with satisfaction. Just put your attention here. And that wish, that desire, I want to be peaceful. I want these qualities. They're already built inside. So Mother Energy, please nourish and open these centers so I can fully feel these qualities inside. Let's move our attention and our hand now to the center of our chest. Take a few deep breaths. Nice and deep. Fill up your lungs. We're using the air element to help. You can fill your lungs and hold your breath for a moment, and then slowly let your breath release your breath. Just do that a few times at your own pace. Nice and deep breaths. Hold it and then slowly release it. All the while keeping your attention where your hand is. And here we'll ask, Mother Energy, please open. Please open my heart. The quality here is courage. Mother Energy, please make me a fearless person. Please remove any anxieties that might be in my heart. Please cleanse this center of any fear. So my heart can be fully open. So I'm not afraid to share my heart with others. Let's move our hand now to our forehead. Place our hand across our forehead again. We can bend our head down and just let your head rest on your palm. And again, here we just say from our heart, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And just let go of any judgments, any anger, any grudges that we may hold on to towards others or towards ourselves. And then we'll keep our head bent down slightly, and we'll take our right hand now and place it again at the very top of our head. Press our hand down firmly. Feel your hand. Put all your attention here. And we'll rotate our hand over to the left, front, right, and then back. And we'll do that again 7 times, nice and slow. And with each rotation, just ask from your heart. Express that desire. Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of meditation. 7 times. 7 circles, 7 times. Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of meditation. With all your attention here and all that desire, and an open heart. And then when you're finished, we can just slowly put our hands back on our lap. Both palms open, eyes closed, nice and relaxed. And just take a few moments. We'll just keep our attention at the top of our head. Listen to the music, relax. Let everything go. If a lot of thoughts are coming, just try to observe them. Don't try to fight with them. Try not to get involved with your thoughts. Just watch if you can. And see if they pass. Keep your eyes relaxed. And gradually, your attention, keeping it at the top of your head, becomes more natural, easier, the more you practice. So let's now slowly open our eyes. And we'll end our meditation by raising our energy again 3 times. As you raise your hands, let your attention rise along your spine. So when you tie the knots, your attention is at the top of your head. And then when you take your hands back down, your attention comes down. And then they rise again together. Again. Tie 2 knots the second time. Attention's at the top of your head, then bring your hands down, your attention down, and tie 3 knots with your attention at the top of your head. And then we put on the 3 or the 7 shields. And we can put our attention on each energy center as we do that. If we're not sure, we can look at the chart. Just put our attention inside of ourselves with each shield or bandhan. So I hope everyone's feeling relaxed. How was your experience, Nicole? Okay, awesome. Okay, very good. All right, so now what? Now what do we do? Well, first of all, going back to this first chakra that we talked about, how do we keep that healthy? How do we keep that strong? Foot soaking like we did today is a great thing to do to help keep that first chakra healthy and make it more balanced. If we can sit on the ground, actually sit on the earth. Mother Earth is another great simple technique to help keep this center strong. But as far as our daily meditation, now how do we take this home? So 5-10 minutes a day, that's all it takes. It's really quality, not quantity. It's really all about that. So we did a lot of things today. We touched a lot of points. There's a very great resource online called freemeditation.com that you can go to that has music that we listen to, similar music to this. There are guided meditations you can follow. But if you aren't able to do that, 3 simple things, and we can give you a handout, 3 simple steps to just begin by raising your energy. We all remember how to do that. If it's not perfect, that's okay. Just sit and do it from your heart. Raise your energy. Find a quiet space. Put your hand on your heart. Right hand on your heart. Left hand stays open. And express your desire. Always begin that way. Because that's the key to your energy rising. She's waiting to hear that sort of wish in your heart. So you just express that. Very simply, express the desire. I want to experience this meditation. This meditation is an experience. It's not, a belief system so much. It's something that happens to you inside. So I want to feel that for myself. It's your own personal energy. So ask. Then put your hand on your forehead and just let everything go. Let the day go. Every day, forgive everything. And then stretch your fingers apart and put your hand on top of your head. Rotate 7 times like we did. And just ask again. I want to experience the state of meditation. I want to feel this for myself. Please may I have my own experience. And just open up your palms, listen to some quiet music, 5-10 minutes. If lots of thoughts are coming, you can help to negate those by just saying, not this thought, not now, not now. And when you're done, raise your energy again. And then come back next week. Join us here in the center or watch us online. We also have a card we can give those of you here we have classes all over the Dallas area. 1 a week pretty much. So if there's something that's closer to you, come to our classes. Any questions? All right. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining us online. We appreciate it, and happy meditating. We'll be back next week. Thank you.